It's 3000 BCE in Korea. A fly is buzzing around a small community. Buzz, buzz. A man walks out with food for the group. Here are some zesty fruits and stacks of ribs. Stacks of what? Someone replied. Ribs, he responded. It was quiet and they began eating. Mako! Someone shouted from afar. The group was confused and had no idea what Mako meant. They went on eating. Suddenly, someone came and alerted the group. The prophet is here. He is here. We'll have to show him the message from the gods. A man who somewhat approached the appearance of Seth, Achilleos' king, appeared. The community then rushed to show him a tablet they had found buried deep in the sands. Written on it in an ancient script were the words, DRX are cursed to always finish 5th, 6th place. The prophet looked upon this tablet and did a 6 spinning back kick, shattering it into small pieces. This was sent from the gods to test your faith in DRX, he said. There is no curse. I am a believer. You should be as well. So yes, today we are going to take a look at DRX versus FPX on Haven, a very interesting game. Of course, DRX already broke the 5th, 6th curse, and well, they're continuing to forge on, and we'll play in the lower final today. But this map was interesting for a couple reasons. One, there was a big 9-3 comeback, I'm sure many of you are aware, but also there was a Viper here on Haven, and there was some cool rounds in this as well. And so let's just talk about some of the things that went on, you know, what DRX did well to win this game, and also the impact of the Viper, because I know a lot of people have been talking about that, but it started off very well for FPX, and the Viper pick in particular seemed pretty good here against DRX. Now, DRX are a team that I would say compared to most teams, they definitely prefer going to C more than other teams. A lot of teams in Valorant these days will, you know, really focus on A pretty heavily. But DRX are not one of those teams. They will do quite a lot of C splits, and they did do in this half. But what we're going to see in this round is the impact of the Viper, because what they were doing, as you will see later in the round, is putting a one-way on the exit from Garage in towards the C site. And you will see that that is going to come into effect in this round, and it caused DRX a lot of problems. So DRX are going to start off, you know, somewhat normally in this round, right? The normal turret here. They put a smoke down here as well to create maybe some, you know, illusion that things are going to be happening on A, but FPX seem to have a pretty good read that, you know, they probably aren't coming to A, and in fact, you can see that even though they don't have a lot of control here, you know, towards A, they're playing more of a kind of retake setup, and they're playing more heavily to defend this C split, which is about to come in. As you see, the smoke comes in, Prowler comes in, they get into Garage here, and they start to try and come in onto the site, but now we're going to see, you've got Artist here with his ult, and you've got this one-way here from FPX with the Viper on this exit to Garage, and also you can see we got a Viper molly coming down on the floor as well, making it really difficult for everyone but the Jet to actually get out of Garage. And they were very successful at defending this FPX in general, and you're going to see that is the case here as well. Zipan actually manages to get a kill on RB here in Garage. I'm not quite sure if this was through a smoke or exactly how that happened, but either way, he does manage to get that kill onto RB to start off with. And then we end up in this position here where Artist is going to take a shot and TP away, but because they had created, you know, quite a bit of a delay here, you know, and they had also kind of guessed right, Sagetsu is going to be able to hold down the back of the site, and then because of that delay, right, so you've got Buzz there, you know, he's first in, he's in that fight to get to, but no one else is there close enough to trade because no one else has been able to get out of this choke point yet. And obviously these guys from C Long are a bit delayed in their kind of the second layer to this attack, but now they're having to become the front line, and you see that, you know, the trades start coming in. Obviously FPX are now, you know, there's 4 of them on the site, they're all here, they created enough delay, and they mop up pretty well. And particularly on this defensive side, you know, that Viper one-way orb did cause a lot of problems for DRX on this C site, and it really did lead to them, you know, only getting 3 rounds on the attacking side, which for DRX on Haven is well below average. But it wasn't just that. FPX also had some really cool ideas as well, like this one in round number 8, where what's going to happen is Xiao here on Sova, he's just going to ult straight away, right? No info or anything, he's just going to ult down here towards kind of the middle of the map, and everyone else, or these 3 players at least, are going to push. We're also going to get this Omen flash here from Angel, and these guys here are going to push down A, and Angel's going to push down mid, and they're going to get aggressive. And this was just a complete change of pace from FPX, and I really thought it was a really cool idea, and it worked very well for them, as you will see. So they send in the flash, in they start to come, and you know, they're going to send out a boombot, and they have a suspicion that Mako can be here. As you can see, Zipan starts to see him, and he gets that first kill. But then they haven't stopped, right? And at this point, you know, obviously DRX have been trying to avoid that Sov roll, and you can actually see that Showers managed to get 2 tags here on people as well, so that caused them a lot of problems. But you know, with the Sov roll kind of masking the sound of those running footsteps and whatnot, and the fact that they're getting super aggressive, you know, DRX just have no idea what's going on at this point. And even though they will eventually manage to find Angel there off screen, Artis has also managed to kill Stacks as well. We end up in a 4v2 very quickly, and you know, they're kind of shepherded into Garage here, obviously, as they've seen you know, the Sova ult is obviously coming from B. They've got pressure here, so they kind of quickly get shuffled to come in through Garage, and that is exactly what happens. They destroy the trap, but then guess what's waiting for them? Oh yeah, this one-way Viper Orb is there again, and Sagetsu just mops them up there on C as well. So a really, really nice round from FPX, and as I said, they would go on to take a 9-3 lead, and it looked very comfortable for them at that point. But now let's go to the defensive side for DRX and the attack side for FPX. And the way that FPX were trying to use this Viper is mainly built across this wall that they were using here, okay? And obviously this wall, what it's designed to do is obviously create question marks here that, you know, if you are like an op on long, right, you're gonna consistently get smoked off potentially, and, you know, someone could walk down here, for instance, and, you know, could cause you a bit of a threat. You know, that was kind of the ever-present looming threat for DRX. But they dealt with it in this way, which they do in this round, with some aggression, right? They were just saying, well, we don't care about this wall if we're past this wall, right? So you can see in this round, they start off with the Common Omen smoke down here. They send a Fade Horn in there, right? They're going to send a Prowler in as well, you know, and they're going to get pretty pushed up. And this is that bonus round. And I really do think that this is the round that, you know, kind of changed the game, to be honest. And a lot of people were, you know, talking about the Viper on attack and how it didn't get much value. But to me, this round here is the round where, in essence, FPX are going to get the site for free. They're going to end up in a 5v5 retake, and, you know, the agent picks at this point, you know, don't matter too much. In fact, the Viper is very good at holding a site, as I'm sure you're aware. So, you know, that didn't really come into it this round, but they are going to win this round, DRX. And to me, one of the key reasons they won this game is because DRX were on it on this second half. They were feeling it. They were doing really well. Angel does well here, right? They destroy the trap. He flashes them, right? And then retreats, right? He does everything perfectly right. He doesn't want to die with a gun in his hands. He waits, you know, to get more support. Artis comes out back to help him, right? But you're going to see just everything from DRX here is perfect. I want you, the patience of these two players as well, from RB and Stacks, is incredible. We're going to get a really good breach stun coming in just a second down here from Stacks as well. He's about to send that in, and that's really going to help them. You can see it just go off here, and that stuns Angel. So what that means is Angel obviously can't really help Artis here in this instance, and Buzz manages to win the fight. And so now Angel, you know, feeling the pressure, Buzz is actually going to manage to win that fight as well. But what I love here is now the timing of it all, right? They get these first 2 kills, and now RB, look at him just patiently kind of waiting, and look at the timing of this, right? To when he's coming out is just when they're coming out of here, and this is going to be a common theme in these rounds, that the timing of DRX, like, pincing on 2 angles or like coming out at the same time, is absolutely superb, as you will see. Because even though RB does die there, Zest is able to find Xiao as Stacks is causing a bit of distraction, and they find this kill over here. But now, you know, they're in on site, ready to trade that kill straight away as well. We end up all of a sudden in this 4v1. And to be fair, Zipan almost actually wins the round because the time is very close. If he would have killed Zest, they probably would have got this round, as there's only, you know, 1.5 seconds left. So it would have been very close if someone else could have made it in time. But a crazy round there. And this round, winning that bonus round, you know, set DRX up to win this game. But now let's come to round number 17. And again, you're going to see DRX. It's just incredible. And Buzz in this round is going to go absolutely insane. But again, this Viper wall, I know a lot of people were talking about, oh, did the Viper find value? But actually, like, this round is a good example that the Viper wall here does find value, right? The whole idea behind this Viper wall is just to keep 2 people on A, right? It's so that someone can't just sit there and look down here and, you know, feel safe on their own, and you know, you have 4 people on the rest of the map. It was to keep 2 people at all times, at least, on this A site, and you're going to see in this round, it does just that, as we'll watch FPX creates some, small pressure towards A, but then they're going to go for a fast B hit. The Fade Haunt comes in. Artist is actually going to lurk up A as well, which this wall allows him to do, right? It allows him to bypass this. The pressure comes in towards B. They get in onto this B site. Angel TPs onto the box. They get the Sova Dart in there. Flash from the Omen as well. They get in onto this site, right? And there isn't as much pressure because two people were there all the time on A. And so you see a Fade Prowler comes out as well. You see Artist has got this very good lurk on. And at this point, you're thinking, this looks like a round here for FPX in this position, right? The spike's down. They got this good flank from Artist as well. Mako has gone and destroyed this trademark down C, obviously creating some question marks there. Fade ult comes in from DRX, clears the site. They see that no one is actually in on the B site. Zipan just goes for an ult, okay? And we didn't really see that kill. Zipan goes to ult, and Buzz just instantly executes him, right? And this is what I mean. Buzz was just feeling it, because you see Artist now, and you're thinking, oh, this is going to go well. Buzz then finds a second one whilst that's going on. You got this push out of Garage all of a sudden. You got this good Omen flash here. They're actually about to breach ult this as well. This is a bit of a crazy round as you see a Fade Prowler come out. There goes the breach ult. Artist does manage to get this one kill here, but Buzz quickly is ready to just turn around and kill him as well. We've got some Viper lineups here as well coming in from Sugetsu, and they end up on the spike with this nice, Viper one-way as well on there. Really nice idea overall from them. And, those mollies, stop them from defusing the spike. The crucial part is, though, they got half, right? Because then a Sova ult comes in as well. And the Sova ult comes in, but the problem is it just can't quite delay enough, even though one tag is enough to kill them. It can't delay enough. Stacks is there to kill Sugetsu, and essentially, they just end up sticking the defuse and have enough time for it. And yeah, this was just a round where, that flank from Artist, Buzz is just straight on it to trade that kill straight away. He manages to enter the site. He completely destroys Zipan, before he can even get the ult off. He just had an insane round. And you see, from DRX, everything was well coordinated. Felt like everything was just working for them, and they were just playing insane. And to prove that as well, let's finish with round number 21 here, and we're going to see something that, is perfect. Like, it's going to be perfect. So what you're going to see here, and obviously one of the things about this Viper wall that they're doing is that, and I was wondering how FPX would kind of, think about this, is obviously with this wall, it covers the angle from long, but it doesn't necessarily stop someone, sitting here with an op and just, opping down short, right, and just seeing you there. So they actually put a Viper molly here early on to, stop Buzz from being able to see that angle, and it does actually allow them to progress in on towards the A site down long. They send the Omen ult in as well, and so now these two players are kind of just stuck here instead. The Sova drone comes down. It doesn't really see the op is there yet, but it's kind of a bit late for that because they're actually already on the site, as you can see. Buzz then pops his knives and decides to go crazy towards Xiao and tries to find this kill. They see where he is. And so now they're going to try and swing together. He actually misses the knives, but the short, he comes in big, manages to get a kill. Zest managed to find Zipan as well there. And so now we end up in this weird situation where the spike got planted. Artist has come through on B and managed to find a kill there on RB. And now they're being reflanked, these two. And you think, oh, no, that, looking at the map here, it looks like, oh, this is trouble because that Viper wall is up and so they can't really see. But Zest, again, is just going to have insane awareness and realize, that Viper wall might drop. Manages to get that kill, saves his teammate's life. Right, Flash comes in, Artist does manage to kill Mako as well, but this is the thing, I cannot believe this, right? Watch this. So the Prowler comes in, they see where Angel is, okay? But I want you to watch Buzz here, and I just want you to watch his character and what he does, because there is no way that any other team other than DRX would ever do this, okay? This is unbelievable. Watch the timing of this, right? So he gets to here. Right, and you think, oh, he's about to swing, and he's probably going to die, right? He's lower HP, as you can see. He's probably going to die in this fight, right? Angel's ready for it. Watch him pause, though. He just pauses and waits, and look at this. That little pause, and I don't know if this was just a pure coincidence, or they have this telepathic knowledge of where each other are, but look at this. To when they swing on Angel, it's going to be perfect for Buzz to come here, Stacks to come here, and there is no way that Angel can live in this situation. There's no way. He is dying all the time. Look at that swing. Look at how perfect it is. Look at them just in this perfect synergy. And I cannot believe this. It is so incredible. And this is the level DRX were playing at. It was insane. And this is the DRX that is promised. The DRX that everyone just wants to see, where it just feels like, how can they know to do that? Why did Buzz delay that slight bit of time, even though he knew exactly where Angel was? Insane. And so, and then what happens is as well, I mean, we continue, right? Buzz smokes the spike, and then we get the stun as well. Zest swings off the stun. They get the kill. DRX playing insane. They didn't lose a single defensive round, and it's because they were playing like that. You can talk about FPX and the Viper and, you know, did they have enough ideas, all of that. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, they could have played whatever comp they wanted. DRX were deciding they were not going to lose that game because they wanted to play near flawless Valorant in that half, and they pretty much did. It was insane, and DRX deserved it 110%. And if they play like this, they can win this tournament, no doubt in my mind, if they play this well.